Hey there, she's Carmen.
And he's Joe.
And we are the Sexy Happy Couple, and this is Sexy Healthy Cooking.
Welcome back to Sexy Healthy Cooking, your go-to show for plant-based food.
Now Carmen likes to make a very special meal for a special guest, and we like to have folks from the adult entertainment industry, and today we have one of the top male stars at the moment. You're certainly going to recognize him. We're thrilled to have the one and only Will Pounder on our show.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
It's great to see you.
How are you doing? What's happening?
Awesome. Great to see you. Yeah.
So this is quite the interesting display. What are we cooking?
Today I am going to be making green chili chicken enchiladas and a Mexican couscous.
Out of plant food.
Out of plant.
Get out of here. Come down.
All right.
Give it a chance.
Give it a chance.
Give it a chance.
So the main ingredient in our enchiladas today is going to be wheat meat, or also known as seitan. And now you've seen me make seitan on the show before. I've made pork chops and we had bangers and mash. But today I'm using a commercially purchased seitan because it has a bit firmer texture than I'm able to get on my own, and that's very key for these enchiladas. So it comes, as you can see, in these pretty big blocks, and for the enchiladas we really want it to be more like shredded chicken, you know, that sort of thing. So I've cut some up already, but I'll just finish cutting this seitan up. Yeah, we don't want to go to the emergency room.
You know, I bet a little bit of wine would be a nice
That
way
would be great. Thank you.
Okay.
I can do that.
Here we are.
Perfect. Thank
And
you.
Will, I know you're not a big wine man, so and, you know, if we didn't drink this, we'd probably be the healthiest people around.
That's right. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Cheers.
Yes.
Okay, so the next thing that I need to do is assemble the filling for the enchiladas. And I have some seitan that I've already cut up in this bowl, so I'm just going to add the rest of it. And this is 20 ounces of seitan, and you can buy, there are many different brands of seitan, and they're all basically the same. We have our favorite, but you know, any purchased seitan will do.
And it's real high protein, low fat.
Correct.
Which I know as a fitness guy, that's an interest to you. I think you're going to enjoy this.
Yeah. So I have the seitan in the bowl, and to that I'm going to add 1 can of fire roasted diced green chilies. Okay, in addition to the green chilies, I am going to add some mild green sauce. You could use hotter sauce if you want your enchiladas hotter, but we prefer ours to be fairly mild. So I'm going to add about a cup of this. We'll see if we want more later. And Joe, could you be so kind as to hand me a stirring utensil, one of those flat? Yeah, that would be great.
Do it.
Thank
There
you.
Go.
So I'm going to mix that up and see what the consistency looks like.
And Will, you've probably never seen anything quite like this, right?
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks like chopped rubber.
Yeah.
It won't taste like that though, I guarantee you. And I'm going
Really
to go
taste
ahead and
it,
add the
yeah.
rest of this so it gets nice and juicy. All right, and the final ingredient to our chicken enchilada filling is cheese. And this is a vegan cheese, so there is no dairy in this cheese. And again, there are... yeah, it's true.
What?
Yep.
You'll see.
You'll see it melts.
Man,
Yeah, yeah,
man.
absolutely.
No,
Yeah.
that's not. Oh, it's actually cheesy. What the?
Yeah.
That's good. That's weird.
I know.
No dairy.
And there are many vegan cheeses on the market. And again, we have our favorites, and it seems that they're coming out with new brands, geez, almost every week. I mean,
Yeah,
we go to the
it's
store and there's
booming.
something new. And so this is one of the better, I think, brands. And so I'm going to add about a cup and a half of cheese. And again, this is sort of one of those no recipe recipes, so that you can, make it to your liking. And I'll just stir this in, and that looks pretty good, I'd say. And we'll save the rest of it for the top. Okay, so that looks like it's pretty well mixed up, and at this point we just need to roll the tortillas. So I am going to go get that.
And it occurs to me that I didn't tell you, we customarily shoot a scene with our guests, and we did that yesterday with Will. You hang around and we'll show you that. I think you're gonna like it very much. We had a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a somewhat elaborate enchilada rolling process.
Elaborate enchiladas.
Elaborate enchiladas, that's right.
Are
So
there any other kind?
I don't know.
So what is this for?
I'll get to that, okay? So I've got some tortillas that I have warmed in this nice tortilla warmer. And what this is, and I don't know if you can see it very well, but this is actually cashew milk. All right? And
Getting exotic now.
yeah. And I based
Hold on. You're gonna put tortillas in the cashew milk for
I am.
I've never heard of that before.
So
Okay.
this is actually based on an enchilada recipe that I learned from a woman who spent some time in Mexico, and she taught me how to make these with chicken and cream. So they would use cream, and since we don't eat dairy, I am choosing to use cashew milk. So you dip the tortilla in the cashew milk,
Okay.
and then you put the filling in and roll it up.
And that's it.
And that's it. And repeat.
So while she is doing that, Will, I gotta ask you, we know from yesterday, it's a long day on a set, and sometimes you're telling me you're involved in more than one shoot in a day. How do you get the right food at the right time? And that must be something you really gotta think through.
Well, I'm a big fan of the blood type diet, personally. I did a lot of research into it, and when I applied that, I ended up losing a lot of weight, put on a lot of muscle, and all I did was change my diet for that. So,
Do you get like enough breaks in your work to get the food you need, or?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, after you're done with one scene, before you move on to the next, you just got a little bit of downtime. So.
Okay, yeah, I'm recharged, so to speak. So what are your favorite foods that you like to eat?
So I'm a O blood type, and it's interesting when I started studying that, my favorite foods actually correlated with what was really good for that. And I was a big fan of grass-fed, grass-finished beef.
Yeah.
I'd rather just go out there and hunt something and eat it myself, because that's like the best quality you can get. But if it's not grass-fed, grass-finished, then it doesn't have a high amount of omega-3s in it. And that is a very important aspect for O blood types, is the omega-3s.
Yeah. Well, you're looking great, man. I mean, it's working. So, but you don't need me to tell you that.
So how did you get into doing the adult entertainment business?
Oh well, that's a $1 million question.
We usually ask that one.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I came from mainstream. I was filming a military TV show. There was a porn star as a guest show, and she wanted to shoot content together.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm a big actor. I can't do that. So we ended up making a bet. I was in the Marine Corps, betting man. And so I made a bet, and I was supposed to go shoot a commercial on an island and then go play Captain America at Comic-Con. And I said, if those two cancel, I got nothing else to do. Production had to book around my schedule, so sure, why not? And the next day, 9 o'clock in the morning, I get, my agent calls me and says, hey, I got some bad news. Both jobs got canceled.
Oh, you're kidding.
And I thought it was a landslide because they already had the plane tickets bought.
Right,
so
right.
that's why I was like, oh, okay. So I kind of thought that was like the universe telling me that, well, you're going to go be a porn star.
Wow.
Well, it has worked out very well. Very well. Yeah.
So it's been an adventure since.
Yeah. And how long have you been in the industry?
Just over 3 years.
Okay. Great.
So it's not bad.
Great.
So I think I read somewhere you won the AVN Best Male Newcomer one year?
Correct, yes. I won Best Newcomer, then the next year I won Best VR Sex Scene, and then something else. I don't remember what it was.
Man, so you had success like pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
But it's a lot of work. I mean, if you're like, what's a typical week like?
Oh gosh. Well, I work every single day. Sometimes it's one scene, sometimes it's two scenes.
Wow.
So mostly just work out, go to work, go home, and then study the things that I'd like to study in the meantime.
No, what kind of things do you like to study?
Ooh, I like physics, health, nutrition, bioelectricity, biomechanics, jiu-jitsu,
Wow.
crypto.
And so you're kind of a Renaissance man there. It's really cool. Yeah.
I like learning.
Yeah. No, it's good to keep learning your whole life. I think sometimes people think it's only when you're younger, but we're a little older, and we enjoy that. And you got lots of time, so lots of you can learn. Yeah.
That's right. So I have finished rolling the enchiladas, and so it's time to finish them off. And I'm going to start by putting some of the rest of this cheese on the top, again, to see what looks right. There's no certain amount, whatever you like, if you like a lot of cheese or a little bit of cheese. Okay, and the last step of this process is to pour the remaining cashew milk over the enchiladas, and that really helps them become very creamy, and the cheese very creamy. So I'm just going to dump this in.
There you go.
You just want to cover it all, give it a little bit of press. And now we're ready to put it in the oven. And since this is already cooked, we don't really have to cook anything, we just need to heat it through. So I'll put it in the oven at 350 for maybe 20 minutes or so until the cheese is nice and melted.
So you must get recognized pretty regularly, because I know that you were a Marine, and that was an interesting story about how your transition into adult video. What's that like? Do people come up to you on the street and airports? And
Well, at the gym a lot.
yeah.
And anytime I go around a military base, yeah, that seems to be a pretty commonplace.
And they think that's pretty cool. And
I was the Marine that became a porn star. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Every Marine talks about becoming a porn star, and
wow,
I guess I did it. Never intentionally was set out to go do that. It just kind of happened.
It seems though like a logical connection, because Marines are so physical, and to do the kind of work that you do, you got to be in great shape and have a lot of stamina. And
Yeah, I mean, we play in the same ball court, I would say.
I saw on Facebook you are now engaged, so congratulations.
Thank you.
I think it's somebody that's in the industry, correct?
Yes, Charlotte Stokely. She's a girl performer of the year, multiple years. She's been in for like 15 years.
Nice.
So she gets recognized a lot everywhere we go.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We actually met at a Save the Bees campaign, believe it or not. Yeah.
Save the bees.
Well, yeah, they're endangered.
Oh, that's right. She knows a little bit about beekeeping from experience.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, my dad
Yeah.
was a beekeeper. He had up to
That's pretty cool.
50 hives at one point. Yeah, it was really cool.
That's a lot.
It was really cool. It actually started out as my 4-H project with one beehive, and then they swarmed. And so then the beekeeper of the area came and caught the swarm, so we had 2 hives. And then I lost interest, and my dad grew, and at one point he had like 50 hives, and it was a side business for him. It was really cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like, is there anything you're not interested in? You have such a wide range of interests and activities.
I just like learning new things. I get bored if I'm not learning something.
Very cool. Very cool.
Okay, we are now ready to make the Mexican couscous. And Will, would you be so kind as to move some of those ingredients over for me, please? I'd be grateful.
And couscous is a pasta, isn't it?
It is.
Okay.
It's so good they named it twice.
There you are. Yep.
The first thing that we need to do is to saute 1 chopped jalapeno pepper. Some people would saute it in oil. Because we prefer to eat a low-fat diet, I'm just going to saute it in a thin skim of water on a frying pan. Okay, so I'm just going to saute those jalapenos till they're soft, about 5 minutes or so. And then to that, we're going to add 1 cup of couscous. a cup of water, or you could use some vegetable broth, 2 teaspoons of cumin, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And finally, juice of 1/2 of a lime. So I am going to go ahead and just...
Why don't I do it?
All right.
I can actually
You
do
can
this.
do this, that's right.
Okay, and put it into the water here?
water.
All right. It's an old lyric, squeeze my lemon till the juice runs down my leg. Blues song. We got a lime here today, so we'll squeeze that out. There you go. Isn't that good?
That's great, thank you.
Okay, just the one.
Just the half, yep.
Okay.
And then in the end, we are going to garnish our couscous with some chopped cilantro and chopped avocado. Oh, and I forgot important ingredients because we always like to add some protein. We have 1 can of black beans, rinsed and drained, and 1 cup of frozen peas that I have thawed. So I think we're ready to add the main ingredients into the with the jalapenos. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And then the spices and the peas and the beans. Okay, so I just replaced the lid and turned the heat down so that it's just barely simmering, as all we want to do is warm it through so the couscous can absorb the liquid and become nice and soft and tasty. The only thing left to do for me now is to finish chopping the cilantro and the avocado for the garnish.
I got a confession to make. I love the cooking, but I like this part of our show even better, where we're going to show you the scene we shot with Will. I think you're really going to dig it. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And this guy, he's a pro. So let's check it out.
You've got some really good form there, actually. You must have had some training at some point.
Just a little, not much.
Yeah, well, you've got some good basics down, and I think there's some things that we can work on as you develop your skills during these lessons.
I have no idea about that. I don't understand sheet music at all.
Sure, so let me help you here.
Okay.
All right, so this is the treble clef,
All right.
right? And this is the bass clef. Treble clef, right hand, bass clef, left hand, typically, right? So in the treble clef, the line notes are E, G, B, D, F. All right? But I can help you with that because there's a mnemonic or a memory device.
I like those.
Every good boy does fine.
Every good boy does fantastic.
Oh, fantastic. That's even better. I like that. All right. And then the space notes, the notes between the lines are F, A, C, E.
Oh, face.
You got it. Brilliant.
Easy.
Perfect. Easy peasy. So then on the bass clef,
That's the left hand.
that's the left hand, the line notes are G, B, D, F, A. So good boys do fantastic. Always.
Fantastic.
Yeah, always. That's right. Now, unfortunately, there's no mnemonic device for the space notes on the bass clef. It's just A, C, E, G. So that's unfortunately just something that we'll have to
Yeah, okay. It's not bad.
Okay. You can do that. It's not a big deal.
Hello, I don't mean to interrupt.
Oh, hey, it's
your
great to
lesson.
see you. This is my new student.
How's it going? I'm Dave.
Dave, I think I know you as Will Pounder.
Will Pounder.
I think, he is very prominent in adult entertainment, honey.
So I have a day job.
Like a porn star?
Hi.
This is so cool.
This is, wow.
Man, first the gym and now here. Can't get away, can I? All right, what's going on? How you doing?
Sorry, I love your work. So,
I appreciate that, you know.
Ben, and you're getting lessons here.
Yeah, she's teaching me sheet music. I like to dabble. I was playing with like MIDI boards, but I have no idea what I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, we like to dabble.
I think I follow you. Maybe you could teach us a thing or two.
Oh, about piano? I don't know nothing about piano, so I'm learning.
I'm
that
thinking
right now.
about your profession.
Oh, my profession?
Yeah.
Oh, you kinky motherfucker.
Maybe we could barter.
Ooh, barter. Okay. I'll dabble in some trade. What do we got?
What do we got? So we've always been interested in engaging with another party, and you seem to know, I would expect, quite a lot about sex, and maybe you could teach us.
I think we're done with the piano now.
Yeah, maybe we need to go to the bedroom and
Yes.
shift into our lessons.
I'll tell you what, this is your house. You lead the way.
All right.
Well, show me what you got.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed watching that as much as we did making it. Will,
for sure.
awesome. We're going to remember this a long
Oh,
time.
you guys are great.
Yeah, it's super fun. Well, the enchiladas and the couscous are done, so I am going to take them out of the oven and off the stove.
So, quick question for you. Where do you like to vacation? Or when you get some time where you can just go anywhere you want?
Oh, I just rather hang at home and.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's
Okay.
Nice and peaceful in my space.
All right. And you live in Southern California, and very nice.
So it kind of works out. I mean, vacation, you just walk outside, you know.
I suppose that's true. Perfect weather, industry here, and we always like to visit. But
Excuse me.
Oh wow, that looks
So
delicious.
that's the enchiladas.
Oh, it smells good
still
too.
bubbling here. That cheese, that vegan cheese, and look at this couscous.
The couscous.
Ooh, that
and-
couscous.
Yeah,
Ooh, that
that's what
looks
I'm
so
talking
good.
about.
Oh, that smells delicious.
And I am just going to put the cilantro and the avocado as garnish on the you know what, I'm just going to use my hand. On the couscous, sprinkle that on.
It's really healthy for you too.
Yeah. And some avocado.
And I guess avocado is the good fat, as they say. Yeah.
It's one of the most nutrient-packed per dollar foods that you can get.
Really? I love avocado. There we go. Now, all that's left is to plate up. So, quick wash of my hands.
Plating up. This is where she has more talent. I would not be very adept at a good presentation. And we've tried it a few times on other shows.
I don't know about that, but you know, we'll see.
You're kind.
Yes. It's nice and creamy.
Yeah, it looks that way. Boy.
It smells delicious. It smells like real enchiladas.
Right? People are often pleasantly surprised. They're skeptical, and then they find that, wow, this is not all bad. Now, the first piece is always the hardest. And a little bit of couscous.
And how long, Carmen, I can't recall, have you been vegan?
Oh boy. I think it's been about 15 years.
Yeah. And I was on to it before we met, so I'm coming on 30 years, and it really is a great way to eat.
And there you go. So I think we are ready to sample the vegan food. And again, Will, it was such a pleasure working with you.
Thank you
you
so
much. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you got it. And look forward to keep watching
Found it. There we go.
watching your work, and I know you're going to do great things, man. Good luck with everything.
That's right.
And let's see, what do you think?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, there you go. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers.